Hi, this is Mary Flower, and I've been working like crazy in the last 2 weeks making these golden book junk art journals, and I think I showed you 4, and I think that I can pull those out. I am also making some books that are old children's books, and also some magazines, some old magazine journals, and I will show those in a couple days because they're not quite finished. These are the ones that I have finished, and I think that I showed this one to you, and I think that I may have showed this one, and I'll show you how they're put together here. So I don't think I'm going to go with that one. It seems to me I showed you this one. I'm not really sure, but I'll go over some of them anyway. This one is Scuffy. I'm not sure if I did this. I think I did this week. And like I said, I take the regular story, and I always keep the story in the book, if it's possible. If it's too old of a book, I won't. But you'll notice the first part of the book's here. You can either, journal over the top or keep it as is. But I'll go over this really quickly. I have... Most of these are really similar to this. I wanted to make them pretty simple because I'm not sure whether I'm going to do an art show, craft show, and I have several choices, and it all depends on how it works out. Or I will be putting them on Etsy because not Etsy, excuse me. I will be putting those on eBay. But don't check that today because I still have to find out if I'm going to do the art shows. But I am not good at Etsy, and and it confuses me, and so I don't like it. So if you want to check back, if I'm going to be selling them on Etsy, you'll find out in about a week or 2. And so they're all pretty much the same. They have the part of the story still kept in there, and I put a piece in between on all of them where the story separates from the one signature section to the next. And so I've made these pretty simple because I need about 200 books, maybe 300 for the art show that I have here, several locally here. This one's Daniel and the Lion's Den, and I may not go and show you every page, but it kind of has the same kind of feeling to it, all of these. And I've put either buttons, and on some of these, I'll add something on the front. I really like this on the front with Daniel and the Lion's Den. I like this one. It's called I Love You, Mommy. And same kind of ideas in here. Simple, but a lot of fun ways to use this. And lots of room. Now this one I bound with these, I don't know what they are, but I made them into buttons. And I bound them. And I thought that was really cute. I think I found these... I think maybe at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago, and I just drilled holes in them and used them like buttons, and it worked really well. This one I used to use color-coordinated buttons on there, and I did add a little... I like to add something to the front and just make it, I don't know, just sort of fun. But it's same kind of a thing on these. But I'll show you what I have done. I may have showed you this dump truck one. That may have been the one I had. This one is Butterfly Kisses. Same kind of a thing. And I keep the story in there if it's possible. And I bound this. I put a little butterfly on the front. And I bound this with these wooden butterflies. And they were actually beads that, you know, would go this way, but I drilled holes in them and made them into buttons this way, and I really liked how that turned out. And then, like I've said many times, I like to use these, which I get from the dollar store, and they're usually about 20 cents a piece. You can buy like 6 or 7 for $1. This one, and if you can see, there's a little button right there. It's Rico the Brave Sock Bunny. Monkey, sorry. And I tried to pick colors that matched that. And on all of these, I've got something similar. The pages are sewn. It has the same kind of feel to it. I'm not sure if I showed this one. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't have this last time, but I added some lace, little flower lace type things, buttons along here, rick-rack. And this one I think is fun. These, I think, were originally some kind of tiny ornaments or something, and I drilled holes in them and used them as buttons. 3 little angels, if you can see those. And it has the same kinds of papers, and kept some of the original, or all of the original story in there. I'll have to put it over here because it's adding up. I think this is the one that I may have showed you before, but I'll show it again. I think the reason I remembered is because this one I had a place where it cut off. Same kind of thing. Yes, this one I have showed you before, but it's really cute. This one is when you were a baby. Now, what I did here is on the front of this, I added this little tiny baby I found, and I have a lot of little strange items I've collected over the years, and I like to put them on books like this somehow, but it's really cute. It's just tied on there. Same kind of sewing and papers in here. This one is my baby animal farm, and if you can tell, this is a little donkey or horse looking thing. And I just did color coordinated buttons on that one as well. And same kind of thing. So I have 16 books here, and I'll be showing you more. I just did a video on, I think, 5 that are included in the ones I've finished. Same things here. This is about Noah's Ark. And the fun thing about this is the way I bound it. It has these little, I think they were originally like little pound puppies, and I tied them onto the front like they're going up here. And what's fun is these were just chips that I had for many years, and I even thought about throwing them away, but I thought, no, because I'll be doing, anyway, let me just show you. It says rain check, and I drilled holes in these and made those into buttons. And I thought, how fun. You have rain check on the side of Noah's Ark book. And I'll be making a few more because I have several more Noah's Ark of different styles. And I even put a window in there. So check back in a couple weeks to see if these are either on eBay or if I've decided to sell them at an art show. I'm not really sure, but there may be some left over and you can anyway. This is Bambi, color coordinated buttons. Same kind of things. And so that's what I wanted to show. I will have my account on the description. For those that want to look in a day or so, just check Hollaroo 2 on eBay, and maybe you can buy one. I might put a few on there just to see how it goes. But I find that people almost want to feel them and look at them before they buy them. I've sold some of these before, and they just like them. They like to look at them. So here's 16. I have quite a few here, don't I? of these, and then I'll show you in a day or two when I finish the magazine, the children's magazines books that I'm making, and they're really quite fun because they are a little different than this. They don't just go from page to page. They're going to be, so they fold out an awful lot more, and they're a little more thick than this, probably about 3 inches thick. These are about 1.5 inches, so they're going to be pretty big, but they're going to be a little different, and so I will show those to you in a few days from now, so check back. And so I hope you enjoyed that, and I just wanted to show you all the clever, fun ways of more than just buttons, just using unusual things for buttons, like the little angels and putting a little baby on the front, and unusual items for the edges. And anyway, that's all I have for now, and check back, okay, with me, and thanks. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, please.